Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to see something which I think I haven't explained yet in the videos, but this is a scenario which happens very often, not every day, but it's not the first time I have seen it. So I know it kind of happened, many times. And so yesterday we left, with the assumption that maybe this order block would hold, and we may take this sell-side liquidity. But as I told you, I don't like to speculate overnight. It's better to see, in the morning, when it's fresh, and always the lesson, is to always look at the chart with a fresh, fresh mind, fresh look, and with no assumptions. Because if you sleep with the assumption that it will go down, tomorrow you will look for a one-sided trade, a short, which is what I did today. And so that's why normally I don't even look at the charts, in the evening. So now I'm doing it because I'm doing the daily review, I kind of look at the end of the day what happened, but I'm not doing any analysis stuff or, I'm just just try to pick the best trade of the day and then I'm done. No analysis for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day. And so every day you must start with a fresh analysis, no bias, nothing in mind. Okay. Like you rediscover the chart, with no markups, nothing. So let's see what happened, because as you can see, this is not a good price action to see in the 1 hour. But when it's not clear in the 1 hour, it must be clear in lower time frame. And what I want you to see is this, okay? So I want you to look at this area and tell me if you see any setup, okay? I will just put the time where the day starts. Day start, okay. So do you see something in this box? Maybe clearer box. What you may see something messy, right? But you have to try to find something without forcing, If you try to force, of course, you won't see anything. But if you just look, there is a range, okay, in which all this price action happens, okay? And within this range, there is another range. So this is a bullish range, right? Very clear. You can see this range is clear, right? From low to high. It has a clear order block at the bottom, okay? I think we even see it better in 15 minutes, something like this, yeah. Mostly people will trade from this order block, right? Okay. Now, within this range, there is a second range. Okay? A second bullish range. So you may count this as a first BOS. And you may count this as a second BOS. Okay? But that's not the matter, you know? The matter is when you have a range within a range, okay? You want to do one thing. You put two lines, okay? So this line represents buy-side liquidity. This line represents sell-side liquidity. Now, the thing is, you don't want to trade inside this range. So, till the price is inside this range, you don't trade here, okay? No trade here. No trade here, okay? So you put two alerts, one below, one above. And when the alerts trigger, okay, if it still respects the main range, as you can see, normally it gives you the direction. So now you cannot know if the direction is buy or sell, you know? You don't want to sell because it is accumulating sales, right? And look at this beautiful order block, which is a nice target, you know? And you cannot look for buy also within this bullish range because this would be too obvious, you know, bullish range within the bullish range. So you wait. If it goes up, then it's probably a sell setup. But if it goes down, it's probably a buy setup. Okay, so you will see this is not the first time it occurs, and I will probably do other videos when it will occur after also, and you will see it's always the same. So let's remove this and this. It took the sell side liquidity. Now let's see if we get an entry in the lower time frame. Okay. In the 5 minute, there was nothing clear, okay? This is nothing clear. In the 4 minute, we can see that you have this, you know, bearish move. Okay, so we can say this is the order block, the green one. And then boom, we break. Okay, we can say we break this with fair value gap. You could trade within this fair value gap, right? Okay. Now, maybe it's not clear enough, okay? Let's see in lower time frame, is there something? 3 minutes. 3 minutes, same thing as the 4 minute. 2 minutes. Now in 2 minutes, you have more confirmation, okay? So you have this bearish move and then boom. Then maybe it's just, you know, a trap or whatever. You can wait for a rebalance and see if it goes up again. Here, it goes up again. It creates fair value gap. You could trade from the same area, you know, from there. All right. Up. Almost the same stop loss, you know. And you target at least this point, okay, which is 20 pips. Perfect, 1%. Using my regular lot size. So now in the 1 minute, it wasn't clear at all. So that's why sometimes it's better to And anyway, the day started there, okay? So here, inside this, there was nothing clear. You could trade from this order block, okay? But to be honest, the price action doesn't look very clear in this time frame. That's why sometimes it's better to switch, you know. In this one, in the 2 minutes, it's look better, you know. Look, you have a retest and then boom, again a new fair value gap until we take until we take the buy side liquidity. It follows. Just there was a trap, you know. At the London Open, I think, something like this, or just before London Open. Just before London Open, there was kind of a trap, you know, where people would be buying there. They take the liquidity, they do like a M pattern, you know, and boom. But even though you missed this trade, okay, I was looking for a sell above this buy side liquidity, okay? And so I took a sell right there, shift in market structure. So in this fair value gap, okay? I kept the trade when this came. So I took the trade at this week. Then I thought, okay, this is intermediate term high, confirmed with this little fair value gap. But after that, we broke this. And then I took my trade at break even somewhere here. I closed manually. But this is also a shift in market structure. And I knew it. But because my bias was sell, I didn't want to buy. And this is the ego too much attached to the personal opinion, personal bias, okay? And even though you would have taken the trade inside this fair value gap, or inside this one, or inside this one, or inside this one, or inside somewhere there, you know, here, you would take up to, you know, the high, you know, this high. I knew if we would take this, probably it would mean that we will take, you know, the whole liquidity. Okay. So this is it. The purpose of this video is to show you that this kind of pattern scenario is very common. Okay. Just try to see, you know, sometimes when it's not clear like this, there is something, always something, you know, which can clarify, you know, the direction for you. And the markets give you the hints, you know, it gives you the direction. You don't need to find out or whatever. Just look, you know. It's accumulating sales with many unmitigated order blocks, 1, 2, 3, you know, and probably more on the lower time frame. And you see we are in a 1 hour that most people want to sell because they have missed this whole sell, you know. This also happens very often. When it goes straight like this, it takes people stop loss. Now people will want to sell, right? And they will wait this order block or this one. Because inside here, maybe there are some, you know, something, maybe this one or whatever. As you can see, This one, we induce people to sell, and then boom, it's always the same thing. You know, you mitigate another block where people are interested to sell. People will not blindly sell from there, you know, because there are many choices. If it was the only choice, it would have went through probably. But there is 1, 2, 3, etc. So they wait for a break of structure. So you wait for a break of structure. It took all the unmitigated OBs right there. And then boom. Okay. Of course, we would take at least this one. And so on and so on. And now, as I said, I don't want to make any prediction and I don't want to induce anyone, you know. So I won't be telling you what's in my mind or whatever. And even myself, I don't want to think about it, you know. I prefer to look at it tomorrow and I will have a fresher view, you know, without any opinion or whatever. So, you know, as you can see, the chart is clean. I just let the daily, you know, daily or weekly markups, but overall, that's it. Every day I clean up the chart and I start again freshly. Okay. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow, hopefully, if I have time, and trade safe, trade mindless.